How many songs could you name where the theme relates to topics such as self-esteem, insecurity about one's own image, and idealised conceptions of what a person should look like? On the spot, I could only think of two. The infamous one-hit wonder from Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back, and I can't believe that for 2 videos straight I'm talking about him again, and the soulful power ballad That Is Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. Both chart smash hits, both dealing with topics mentioned above, and there are plenty more out there I know, but none of them have had any sort of impact on the singles charts as those two. Until now. Step forward Meghan Trainor, who has changed this with her debut #1 single, All About That Bass. A song that addresses body shaming, depicting the idealised world of skinny body types as overrated, and encourages those of a larger proportion to embrace their bodies. Sounds like we've got a winner on our hands, right? Right? Okay, let's clear this one up quickly. Do I like this song? To a certain degree, yeah, I do. It's undoubtedly one of the standout songs of the year. Catchy, perky, and quirky. However, I have to admit that this is a song where its intentions are good and Trainor's heart is in the right place. But I would be wrong if I didn't mention that the lyrics are slightly confusing. It all starts off with the chorus, which opens up the song with Trainor highlighting that she's all about that bass and not about the treble. We're introduced as to what Trainor means by the bass, which is her arse, and yet there's nothing that alludes to this treble. I'm led to believe that it's something to do with the upper part of the body, since the bass is the lower section of the body. But again, there's nothing to suggest that that's actually the case. Verse 1 has Trainor admitting that despite not being a size 2, that she can shake her ass, which even if you are a size 2, you can still do. Granted, it wouldn't be to the same effect as a bigger girl doing so. She further goes on to say that all the boys are chasing her big ass and that she has all the right junk in all the right places. To which I have to ask, isn't that technically stalking? Random guys just following a female whilst ogling her backside in the process? Plus, I doubt that all the boys are chasing you, Meghan. That's nothing to do with her physical appearance at all, but if we are to be really nitpicky, not all men on this planet like females on the bigger end of the scale. Sorry, but there are some men on this earth who are like that. Also, is it just me, or is Trainor not that big at all? I mean, she's no Kate Moss, but she isn't exactly a Rosie O'Donnell either. Plus, to make a song disowning body shaming, and to make it somewhat sexualized at the end of this verse, does make for a very disorganized ending. Verse 2 is where she has a dig at magazine and beauty companies that ramp up a female's beauty with the over-excessive use of photoshopping, which I actually think is a great sentiment that gives this song some strength. The verse concludes with the tired old cliche of "you're perfect no matter how you look," to which I reply, bullcrap. Not meaning to piss on the parade here, but this sentiment of being perfect is a hunk of crap. Personally, I believe that no one's perfect. Everyone on this planet is flawed in one way or another, so this sentiment just feels like it was put in there as pandering. The bridge is where Meghan recites a life lesson that her mother apparently told her. That is, not to worry about her size because boys like to grab hold of bigger butts at night. Which is true in some cases, but what I'm pondering is how old exactly was Meghan when she was told this? One can only hope that it was at a decent age, otherwise that's some bad parenting right there. The bridge ends with Meghan denouncing those men who are only into stick things, silicone Barbie dolls, and rightfully tells them to move on and not bother her. That I can get behind. But it's verse 3 where I have my biggest problem with this song. After claiming to be bringing booty back, she starts off by making a quip at quote skinny bitches, only to follow it up with a psych out, saying that she's joking and that she knows that skinny people think they're fat too, and reiterates the everyone is perfect crap. Okay, first off, this song is meant to make those who are of a larger proportion feel better and more acceptant of the way they look. So when she makes this quote unquote joke, I don't feel like she's joking at all. The whole message of this song is meant to be embracing bigger bodies, and when you consider the bridge and the quip about not looking like a silicone Barbie doll, it makes it very hard for me to take Meghan seriously. Secondly, she's assuming that all these quote skinny bitches think that they're fat. Far be it for me to speak on behalf of the whole planet here, but I highly doubt that that's true either. Sure, there are skinny people out there who aren't satisfied with the way they look and they still think that they're fat, but anorexics are not going to be feeling any better by this "you're perfect just the way you look" cliche. It's a serious condition that requires much more help and professional assistance than just a pep talk. And third, isn't it kind of egotistical to assume that you're the one who's bringing booty back, Meghan? Did it really go anywhere? Because because looking at the songs that have come out this year, I don't think that's the case. You've barely been on the charts for a month and you're already putting your flag in the ground. Ultimately though, I think what stops me from truly loving this song entirely is the fact that it feels confused. The core focus of this song is guided towards a larger backside, and I don't feel that this song does enough to encompass the whole body aspect of body shaming. Sure, it makes references to falsifying a woman's true looks in magazines, but it feels like the middle section of the body is an afterthought. It's hinted but never really directly addressed. I like the music, I think Meghan's voice is really good, but this song is just shy of being something brilliant. What All About That Bass is a 7 out of 10 song that with a few tweaks could have been a near perfect song.